Okay, we're going to go ahead and get going just because we are on a shortened schedule. The bell does ring at 9:10 to dismiss you from first hour. We got a few things that we need to get through. So today you guys are having a quiz over solving one-step equations with fractions. So the first thing that we're doing, as always, when we're solving one-step equations is that we're always going to start by circling our variable, drawing our line of equality, and then our main goal is to get that variable by itself. So, Kelly, if I want to get the variable by itself, what do I have to get rid of? Yep, we're going to add 2/3. Whatever I do to one side then, I have to do to the other side. So my 2/3 cancel. I bring my variable w down. And then in the calculator, you guys are going to take 5/6 plus 2/3. And when you do that, what do you end up with? 3/2? Y'all agree with Deja?
Yes.
Box it. Just because I want to make sure, because I made a mistake the other day. 2, 4, 4 plus 5, 9/6. Yes, 3/2. Okay. Any questions about, so what I showed in the red, you guys don't have to show. Okay? So in here, I don't make you guys show how you got the common denominator because the fraction does it for you. But I do want you to show me how you got rid of the 2/3. So everything that I have, you have to show but the red. Okay, moving on to the next one. Again, I'm going to start by circling my variable, draw my line of equality. Now, I want to get that x by itself. So how am I going to get the x by itself here? Okay, so it means to multiply. The opposite of multiply is divide. So we're going to divide each side by 2/3. Because that 2/3 is touching the variable, the number is touching the variable, it means to multiply. The opposite of multiply, as Deja said, is divide. Now, which number do I type into my calculator first? Yes, the number that was there first on that side is the first number to go in your calculator. The number that was there second is the number that you divide it by. So I'm going to bring down my x. And then if you take 4/7 divided by 2/3, what do you get? 6/7. Final answer? Box it. Okay? Now, I'm going to check. So I'm going to keep. You don't have to write in the red. I'm going to flip. I'm going to change. Yep. All right. Questions on the first two? Thumbs up if you got that right. Okay, good. Hope to have some good quiz grades. This is your last quiz grade before the triad. Because next week, instead of a quiz, what are we going to be taking? A test. All right, the next two. This one, some kiddos get a little bit confused on them. Who thinks they can walk me through the top all the way to the bottom to the answer without any issues or minimal issues? Circle you. Did you say circle you up real quick?
No, circle you up real.
All right. Nice job. So the opposite of divide is multiply. We're going to multiply each side by 6.
Bring down the y. The equal sign. And it's going to be 4.
It's going to be 4?
Yeah.
Do you guys all agree with Deontay? Okay. I'm going to check my work. Again, in the red, you don't have to do. 2, 1. Good. You are correct. Nice job. Moving right along. We're going through these pretty fast today. You guys are pros now, right? We're all going to get A's and B's on this quiz? Oh, come on. Yeah, be confident. All right, how do I get the z by itself? Anybody? Circle. I already did that. I do that in my sleep now. A -1/4? Whatever. Very good. I like that you went ahead and said that for me. Now?
Oh, you gonna put -1/4 to the back of it?
Yep. So 8/3 minus 1/4. And what do you get when you do that?
I got 29/12.
You got what?
29/12.
29/12. What else do I need to make this problem look complete? Okay.
In the line.
My equal sign on my line. And last step, box it. Okay, so what I'm going to write in the red, you guys don't have to do. I'm just checking real fast. 4, 32 times 3, 32. Yeah, good. Any questions on these two?
No.
Last two. How many of you guys got stuck on this one here?
Which one?
4u equals 18. Anybody get stuck on 4u equals 18? Okay. How do I get the u by itself? Anybody?
5 by 4.
Divide by 4. Now, if I take 18 divided by 4, what happens?
You get 1.5.
And do I want an answer as a decimal? No. So how do I write 18 over 4 in the answer form that I want? How can I get the answer? Because I don't want 18 divided by 4 and I don't want 1 point blah, 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 blah. I want it written as a fraction. So if I want it written as a fraction, I could really just write it like this, except for there's a problem with it written like that. What's the problem with it written as 18 over 4? It's not what? It's not simplified. So how can I type it into my calculator to have it simplified? Not 18 divided by 4 because that'll get me.
The answer is 19.
How'd you get that?
Common sense.
Well, what common sense did you use? Talk me through it. I don't have common sense sometimes, so help me out here. Tell me what you did. What'd you divide it by? What'd you divide it by?
2.
Okay, so Deontay looked here and he knew that 18 and 4 were both divisible by 2 because they're even numbers. So he took 18 divided by 2 and got 9, and then he took 4 divided by 2 and got 2. Well, then he realized you can't reduce 9 and 2 any further. If you didn't have Deontay's common sense like I didn't have, what's another way that you could get this answer using those calculators? Okay, this is how you can do it.
18
18?
divided by 2.
No, that will get you 1 point something. You can't use the divided button. You're going to take 18, fraction button, 4, equals. So what happens when you take 18, fraction button, 4 equals? You're going to get a mixed number. So then you're going to have to change that mixed number back to an improper fraction. So how do we change a mixed number into an improper fraction? It's doing it again.
It says
Second fraction equals.
What you mean it's doing it again? It's just saying 9.
You want 9 over 2 though. 18, fraction button 4.
18 divided by 2.
But it's not divided by 2.
How you get the 9 then? You have to divide by 2 to get it to 9.
I understand that.
So
But-
it's 18.
But you can't do 2. You have to take 18 over 4 because that's your starting numbers.
Why if you can't just put it in over here and then just...
Simplify it how you did without the calculator, you can. But if you don't know how to do that, you can use the calculator to assist you. All right, last one. Okay. Okay. No, I'm not.
You're going to put it minus...
No, I'm not.
So you're not going to subtract the 1 from the 8.
Not right now, I'm not.
You're going to drink a
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
And then put the negative 1 over 8 on both sides. And you drop the v to the equal sign. No, I got 1 over 2.
So you got 1 over 2. Then what I'm going to show down here, you don't have to. So if I take 5 minus 1, I'll get 4/8 because of the same denominator, they're divisible by 4. I think you're right. Questions or comments or concerns about any of these? Your quiz today is going to look just like this. Each one of these is going to be worth 3 points, okay? You're going to get a point for circle, line, and box. Those are all 1 point. So like let's say you forgot your box, you'll just lose that 1 point. The second point is going to be showing me the inverse operation. And then the third point is going to be for having the correct answer. So go ahead and make sure you're